Okay, Mario, once again, today is Tuesday, November 19, 2025, and I have just programmed this standalone Attiny 85 chip. I'm using this Elegoo Uno R3 as my programmer, as an ISP programmer, and downloaded the code. Everything's working just fine. You can see that LED is on. That's the data line. I actually show that in my other sketch here diagram. That LED is basically this LED here on pin 6. I connected that LED just to give me an indicator that when I load the program, it's working. I'm also going to keep that LED because that is going to be also an indicator on my helicopter once I assemble this into a tiny gyro that I can mount similarly to as I did this early one that I did with this DigiSpark board. Now this is going to be more compact, as you can see here, and as per my diagram shows here. I'm going to mount this tiny 85 on the back of this MPU 6050 because there's room there to do that. And then I'm going to do all the wiring there, so it's going to be a very compact unit with only 3 connections coming out of this. And those connections are two is inputs from the receiver, the radio receiver, one for the router channel, one for the aux channel. The aux channel is used as a calibration signal from the transmitter via the aux channel. You know, if you have a potentiometer set up as your aux channel, you can calibrate the gyro gain that way, or you can just go into the trim function of the aux if you have a switch. I show that in some other videos as well. You can dial in, calibrate it using your values, your trim values. There's one lead here, a servo lead here, output to the ESC here for the tail rotor, and that is actually supplying the signal to the ESC that that either sends the stabilization signal or the bypass signal from the router channel, to control it via the transmitter. This also feeds from the ESC. It's feeding back the 5 volts and ground that is needed by both of these chips. So that's basically the whole package here. You can see that little chip there, even though it's just a regular chip. It's not a surface mounted component. I can cut the leads there and just mount it here with a bit of glue, and all the wiring will be very, very compact, very short. And in fact, the board will be that little tiny thing here instead of this DigiSpark with that. That's a little bulky there, and so so this is my new setup. I'll do another video showing this package here. It'll probably be almost like this this gyro here. It's just an old-fashioned